Hello traders, adhere Forex here, and welcome back to another episode of Forex Focus. Here we discuss the Forex markets. We talk about what happened in the previous week and also what we are expecting in the coming week. Mainly, we analyze the DXY and the GBP USD, but not only that, we also analyze any pair you want us to analyze. Just drop it in the comment section and we will do so in the subsequent video. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Alright, so as usual, we're going to be kicking off with the DXY, and here we are on the weekly time frame of the DXY, and as we can see right here, the week ended as a bearish candle, right? And as you can see, we have a massive wick above the candle, right? So let's just go to the daily time frame to get a clearer view of what we're talking about. All right, here we are on the daily time frame, and as we can see, looking at the market structure, the market is here to take out this strong high, right? And the reason we call this the strong high is because this high broke a structure, right? This high broke a structure, so we broke this weak low structure, so that was how we call this a strong high, right? So this was our strong high and this was our weak low, right? And the market was not able to break it right here, and obviously in the previous week we took out the liquidity, we took out the buy side of this highs, right? Of this relative equal highs, right? And we eventually started reversing and showing bearish sign. And as we can see right here, it looks like the market has actually changed direction. It seems like the market is ready to continue to push towards the downside. And as we can see on the daily time frame right here, we have this gap which serves as an imbalance, right? So there's an imbalance right here, right there. But let's go to the 4-hourly time frame to analyze what we've got there. All right, so here we are on the 4-hourly time frame, and as we can see, we took out this relatively equal highs, right? We took the buy side, right, and then we eventually broke structure right here on the 4-hourly time frame. Let's annotate this as the 4-hourly. So we broke structure right here, and we have our demand zone right here, our supply zone rather. We have our supply zone right here. So if the market decides to take out this liquidities also, you just tap into this demand supply zone rather to continue to push towards the downside. You shouldn't be surprised, right? So what I'm expecting in the coming week is any sort of bearish setups, right, on the DXY, right? So that's basically what I'm expecting, because what we've seen in the previous week, we saw that we've actually broken multiple structures. We took out buy side liquidities and all of that. So we should be ready to push towards the downside to take out this. Let's go back to the weekly time frame. So we discussed this in the previous video, right? This lows, right, in the previous video. So we should be looking for some sort of setups to take out these lows in the coming week. So that's that for the DXY. So let's just, and now guys, let's not forget, we still have all these liquidities above here, right? We still have all these liquidities. So if the market decides to start pushing towards the upside, we shouldn't be surprised also, but we should just first off look at what we can see currently, right? Just shade what you see currently and let the market do its thing. All right, so let's move on to GBP USD. All right, so here we are on the weekly time frame of the GBP USD, and guys, trust me, GBP USD has been so juicy, guys. Has been juicy, man. GBP USD has been so juicy, like so juicy. The previous week was so good. The previous week was so good, man. And if you actually watched the previous video and you took it to heart, trust me guys, you'd have actually banked some cash, some good trades in the previous week, right? Now we talked about this high being our on the weekly time frame. We talked about this high being the high that is drawing liquidity, right? This high was the high that was drawing was drawing liquidity after taking out these relatively equal highs, right? After taking out these relatively equal highs on the weekly time frame, right? So this side was the one that was drawing liquidity to us, right? And guess what? We are almost at the high. We're almost there, right? And guys, don't forget, I talked about this in, I don't know, in about, I think I talked about this in the previous video also. We have all this, all these prices right now, they are not balanced, right? So the market may even decide to balance all these prices to even tap into this supply zone, right? So everything is just just clear, right, on the GBP/USD at the moment, right? So let's just go to the daily time frame to not waste much time. So as we can see right here on the daily time frame, what we discussed was this lows being our strong low, right? This was our strong low. We talked about this being our strong low, right? As we can see, the low actually held it, and we did not break the low, right? And eventually we even broke more structures, right? We broke more structures. So now currently this is now our strong low. Let me just draw that out. So this is our strong low on the on the daily time frame, right? And why do I say that? Because this low was what caused this break of structure, right? So this is now our strong low on the daily time frame, right? So let's just go to the 4-hourly time frame to talk about what we discussed in the previous week. So all right, so in the previous week, in the previous week, right, the market was around here, right? And we talked about this this zone being our demand zone, right? And I talked about when the market gets here, right, we should be looking for some sort of buy setups, right? We should be looking for some sort of buy bullish signatures, right, to actually enter this trade. And obviously we got that, to be honest. Let me go to the 15-minute time frame to just quickly analyze some. Now here is the buy signature we were looking for, and here it is. We took out the sell side liquidity, right? And after taking out liquidity, what should we be expecting? After taking out sell side liquidity, we should be expecting buy side liquidity to be taken out, right? After taking out the sell side liquidity, we saw a trend change, right? We saw a 15-minute trend change, right? So this was our trend change, right? We got this trend change, and we had a fair value gap. Don't forget, guys, I talked about this in the previous video. Trend change with huge displacement, fair value gap, entry where you can actually have your entry at the order block or in between, or at the 50% of the fair value gap. Then your stop loss will be below here. This will be a weak high, right? Since we've actually changed trend, right? We've changed trend. So this will be your first TP, and then your overall TP will be this weak high of the 4-hourly time frame, right? To target as the buy side, right? And guess what, guys? It was a smooth setup. It was a smooth, although I was not able to get into this trade because the trade missed my entry by I think about less than 2 pips actually, because I placed my entry around I think at the body of this order block. So the trade missed my my entry by I think 2 pips or so, or thereabout. So although I was normally I was supposed to be pissed, but the body to the fact that I knew that I'm going to show up every single day in the market, right? But there's no certainty that I'm going to see setups every single day. So that was what kept my psychology in place and all of that, right? So all good, on to the next. But man, if you are the type that takes your entry at the at fair value gaps and all of that, right, would have actually caught this smooth trade, right? So let's just not talk too much about that. So let's actually discuss what we are expecting for in the coming week, right? So on the 4-hourly time frame, right, what we can see here is this is our strong low. Let me go back to the daily time frame to explain something, right? All right, so on the daily time frame, right, let me delete this. So on the daily time frame, we can see that we have a fair value gap right here. So moving on to the 4-hourly time frame, we can see another fair value gap inside of the fair value gap. Now, the first thing you want to do is take out your fib, right? Take out your fib, draw out the 50%, right? So this is our 50%, zone. So as you can see, this is our daily fair value gap, right? And on the 4-hourly time frame, we can also see another fair value gap right here, right? So what we just need to be if you actually want to trade counter trend, right? You want to trade counter trend, so you should just be looking for some sort of trend change on the 15-minute time frame, right? Then you trade up to this up to this 50% zone, right? Up to this fair value gap, right? You can trade up to this 4-hourly fair value gap. And as we can see right here, these lows are liquidities, right? So that serves as TP for us, and also this fair value gap serves as TP for us, right? So basically, if you want to trade counter trend, right, you should just be targeting these lows, right? On the 15-minute time frame, you just look for some sort of trend change, right? Trend change, then look for your particular your entry criteria and all of that, right? So this is actually what I'm going to be looking out for, right, in the coming week. If just look for some sort of trend change to trade up to this zone, and if I don't get any if I don't get my confirmations and the market trades up to here, and I can draw out my my demand zone. This is my demand zone, right? This blue box is actually my demand zone. So if the market trades up to here, and so I'm just going to be looking for some sort of trend change towards the upside to take my entries and all of that. So that's that for this video, and I hope you guys learned one or two things. I hope that you guys also enjoyed the video. And yeah, quick one, guys, we are actually going to be having we are going to be starting a new series, right? It's going to be like probably a 4-video series, right, or 5, I'm not sure. So it will be, this particular series will actually be we are going to be starting off with market structure, right? Then we are going to talk about other blocks. We are going to talk about liquidity concepts, we're going to talk about and other stuff, right? So let's just anticipate that we're going to be kicking off with the series this month, actually. So this month we're going to be kicking off with it this month. And yeah, and also, guys, thank you guys so much for 50 subs. We actually surpassed 50 subs in the previous week, and man, that's a milestone that deserves to be celebrated, right? You have to celebrate your little wins and all of that, right? So I really appreciate you guys for that. I do not take you guys for granted. I appreciate every single one of you guys for your support and everything. So once again, guys, if you want me to analyze any pay for you, right, just drop it in the comment section, and I will definitely do that in the subsequent videos, right, in the coming video. Also, guys, you can follow me on my socials. All the links are in the description, right? That's it for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.